G'day trendsetters, I'm John with Gravel Cyclist with Tuesday. Coming to you today with a presentation of the bike that I'm taking to the 2023 Rock Cobbler, the 10th running in Bakersfield, California. The bike, it's a T-Lab X3.22, a former review bike. You can check out my review of this bike linked in the description below. It's fitted with Shimano's GRX 11-speed Di2 hydraulic electronic shifting drivetrain. I have a review of that drivetrain also linked in the description below. The gearing is different. So the front chain rings are 48-31, pretty standard. The rear cassette is an 11-36 SRAM affair. Now, I have tested this drivetrain with an 11-40 XT and XTR cassette, which I might take. That depends on the wheel set. This is the Zentis Kappa 2 650B. I obviously lose a little bit of top end with the smaller wheels, but I gain some lower end with the smaller wheels, which is really good, I think, with the 11-36 cassette. So I've got less gaps and I can still climb some pretty steep grades until I have to hoof it at some point. The wheels might change. I'll talk about that in a moment. The tyres presently are WTB Resolute in 650B by 42. However, I might substitute, assuming I keep this wheel set on the bike for this event, with Panorama Gravel King SK in 650B by 1.9, which is about 48 millimeters, so a pretty big casing. And that's one of my favorite tyres if you haven't figured that out already from watching my previous videos. During my ride of the 2022 edition of Rock Cobbler aboard a BMC review bike, the Euros LT, our suspension wasn't a real priority because I had big tyres and plenty of volume in those tyres at low pressure. The one item I desired to add to my bike setup this year was a dropper seat post, but I didn't want to utilise a dropper seat post that required me to run cables inside the frame. What a pain in the ass. So I leveraged off of a Rockshox Explorer Access dropper seat post, and that is wirelessly activated. It has 50 millimeters of travel, which isn't a lot, but enough to make a difference. And well, it's designed to work with SRAM systems, isn't it? So I've got a Shimano drivetrain, Di2, and a Rockshox seat post. How does that work? Hold on a second as I whip this out of my pocket. This is a blip box by SRAM. It is a wireless controller. It is designed typically for time trial bikes, and here is a single shifter, a blip. There are 4 ports in total. I'm only going to use one, and that will wirelessly control the activation of that seat post, dropping it and raising it. Brilliant. Now you might be wondering, how are you running the Di2 shifting because it utilizes the battery, and this particular setup is running an internal battery? Well, I had to get a little bit clever. I removed the original seat post, took the battery out, chucked it way down in the bottom of the seat tube with a retention of some kind, basically a zip tie, and the reverb dropper seat post is sitting on top. Other things on this bike, I have a Dark Speedworks top tube bag, which I have for my goodies and will likely house the blip box. And the other thing I'll be taking with me, it's a toolkit. This is the Wolf Tooth encase system, namely it's the Bar Kit 1. I'll be producing a separate video about this product. This little toolkit will reside in my bar end. That's pretty handy. And speaking of Wolf Tooth, they also provided a fantastic finishing kit on this bike, green and gold to match my Aussie colours, with the headset spacers, seat post clamp, and some lovely little aluminium bottle cage bolts. Now, I mentioned a moment ago, potentially different wheels. So I'm going to bring in the other bike real quick, which has the wheels I might take. The other pair of wheels I'm considering taking to Rock Cobbler is the Elite Wheels Drive 6. They are currently under review. They are 700C. I've been posting plenty of sneak peeks of this wheel set to Facebook and Instagram on Gravel Cyclist. So it's going to be a decision I'll make next week. Again, these are 700C, and if I do take them, I'll be swapping the cassette for the 11-40 to give myself a lower gear ratio on 700C. And by the way, 1140 does work on GRX. I have a video showing that. It's linked in the description below. So there you have it, my presentation of my bike for the 2023 Rock Cobbler, the 10th running. Be sure to stay tuned to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel for the ride experience video from that event. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel for interesting content such as this. No bullshit gravel bike reviews, other product reviews, ride experience videos, and of course general madness, often involving this dog. That's right, baby. As all of it is released to the channel, I'll see you in the next video.